As we celebrate Child's Month, May 2021, one of the things that comes to mind is the pandemic and the fact that our children are caught in the middle of a crisis, a pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic. So I'd like to look at a very important topic and canute exploration, your topic in a podcast. This is for children, really. What is pandemic? What is COVID-19? And how best can we make our children understand the whole concept of COVID-19 pandemic? I've written a book called Oriental Ghost, Tale of the Coronavirus. It's on Amazon and down in Jamaica at Samstag Bookstore. But let's talk to our kids for a while, because this is all about Child's Month and children caught in the pandemic. So what is COVID-19? Children, COVID-19 or coronavirus, the same thing, right? We kind of interchange. So sometimes we call it COVID-19, we call it coronavirus. So COVID-19 is coronavirus, coronavirus is COVID-19. Right, children? COVID-19 is a disease started in 2019. So that was why the 19 is attached to the word COVID-19. Hey, interesting, right? A virus called the coronavirus causes COVID-19. So coronavirus causes the disease called COVID-19. Someone who gets the disease may have a cough, fever, shortness of breath. They also have the disease without having a cough, fever, and shortness of breath. So persons who have the disease might not have cough, fever, shortness of breath. So sometimes it was hard to say who is sick. And even now, it is hard to say who is sick, who have the coronavirus. Can you imagine, guys? It's just not easy sometimes to say. Somebody can have the COVID-19 disease and you just don't know. Your friend can have the COVID-19 disease and you just don't know. We call it asymptomatic. It means that there's no symptoms, there's no cough, fever, shortness of breath, and other things, but they still have the disease. So that's really COVID-19 and what it's all about. So don't be afraid of the nurse or the doctor. Go and see them. When mommy take you to the nurse or the doctor, go and see them, right? And get checked out, because this guy is out to get you, right? He's out to get you. So go and see them. Look at him. He's out to get you. So we don't want you to have a cough, fever, shortness of breath. So it's important that you go and see them. The nurse will shout, "Who is sick?" And you said, "Well, I'm not feeling well." Or, "Yeah, I feel like I need to be checked up." Right? So let mommy take you and you get some check on, right? Because you might just have COVID-19. Who knows? Some people may have just a little small beanie illness, while others may have a big illness, sick, life-threatening, because COVID-19 may kill some people, right? So they might have pneumonia and they might die. That's sad, right? Yeah, but the COVID-19 does that. How did COVID-19 came into the world? Guys, we heard that coronavirus started in a place called China, a place far away from maybe where you are, called China. You'd have to take the plane to get there, right? It's a place that that is so far from other places. But yes, the virus, reaches other places, your country and other countries outside of China. Is China is China a bad place? No. No, China is not a bad place. Guys, China is good, but guess what happened? The coronavirus is bad. China is good, but the coronavirus is bad. Wow. So China is not a bad place, right? But the coronavirus is bad. We also heard that it was started in one of the markets in China where people sell monkeys and other animals. Yeah? The monkeys, you know, were there, and it was said that the market was not clean, and people believe that the unclean market caused the virus to develop, to be born, right? Before they multiply and spread. Also, some of us believe that the virus had escaped from science labs in China, the laboratory where they make, they dissect frogs and mix chemicals and so on. So they figure that the virus escaped from there and then, start to spread. But it's very serious. So people are confused. A lot of us were confused, just like you. Some of us are still confused, just not sure whether the virus came from the market or from the science lab. While almost everyone in the world wanted to know where the virus COVID-19 started, it was killing many, many, many people, making others very sick. You saw it on TV, you saw it in your own country. So it was killing many, many, many people, and still doing that too. Still killing many people, still making a lot of our loved ones, the people we love, you know, dead and that become very, very sick. But it doesn't mean that you will become very sick. All you have to do is take precautions, right? So there's a place called the World Health Organization, right? An entity, an organization that deals with health of the entire world, everybody in the world, right? They kind of monitor health, right? How people deal with sickness and so on and disease, right? So March 13, 2020, that was last year, right? This is now 2021. The COVID-19 was declared pandemic, so they start to say that, hey, this COVID-19 thing is a pandemic. That's what that organization said to the world. Hey guys, this COVID-19 is a pandemic. What they mean by that though? What is a pandemic? Because COVID-19 and the pandemic is two different words, guys, two different terms, guys. So we said COVID-19 is a disease caused by the coronavirus, which is that little minor little microorganism that cause people to get sick, and they call the sickness COVID-19. But what is a pandemic? A pandemic? A pandemic is a disease, any disease, COVID-19 in this case, which is a disease that infected many, 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 many of us. Not only you and I, but many, many people in many, many countries, not only your country, but perhaps all the countries in the world, or almost all the countries in the world. When that happens, it is called a pandemic. But if it just happens in your country, it's an epidemic, right? But pandemic, many, many, many countries, many, many people get affected, right? So you need to understand the difference between COVID-19, which is the disease, and the pandemic, means that the disease spreads across many, 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 many countries, many, 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 many countries, killing and affecting many, 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 many people all across the world. Africa, United States, Jamaica, Guyana, many countries, call all the countries you can name. COVID-19 is there. So that is why they are saying it's a pandemic, right? So it affects these countries, these people, the same time. So we have a pandemic going on since last year because COVID-19, the disease caused by coronavirus, the organism that causes the virus, spread, affecting people, killing people, making people sick across the world at the same time. However, if that disease only affect people in your country, as we said, it is called an epidemic because it's only in your country. So, pandemic to the world, epidemic to your country only. COVID-19 is a pandemic. COVID-19 had spread over many countries and continents. That's what I'm saying to you. Wow. So it had gone over many countries. Look at those countries. All those countries COVID-19 spread to, right? Many continents, all those continents. Africa, United States, Europe, name them. Caribbean region. So the COVID-19 is spreading. So it becomes a pandemic. If it was just in your country, wherever you are, then it would be an epidemic. So that's what's going on with this COVID-19, right? And it's in all these countries. Yes, the disease affected the entire world and still affecting the entire world. Therefore, it is called let me hear you. It's affect the entire world. It is called yeah, you're right, a pandemic. If it affects just your country, it is called let me hear you. Yeah, an epidemic. So, COVID-19 is a disease caused by coronavirus. Oh, you're bright. I love that. You're bright, 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 bright. So, China is a good country. Yes, if you ask. COVID-19 started in China, but China is not a bad country. We said that already. I'm just saying it to you again so that you understand. COVID-19 was a bad thing, and it is a bad thing continuously, right? It could have started in your country. COVID-19 could have started in Jamaica, in St. Vincent, in Dominica, in United States, in Russia, in anywhere, but it started in China. So don't think that China is bad because COVID-19 started there, right? And the coronavirus started to develop there and spread around, right? Would that make your country bad if it had started in your country? Answer that question. No, 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 no. COVID-19 chose a country to be born. Bad COVID-19, good China. Bad COVID-19, good China. Bad COVID-19, good China. COVID-19 is bad. So, we have to understand that COVID-19 is bad, China is good. COVID-19 is bad, China is good. So, that's what happened. China tried hard to stop the virus from leaving China. So China tried hard to stop the virus from leaving China. But guess what happened? It still travels to other countries. The virus that causes the disease COVID-19 and now cause a pandemic around the world, and an epidemic in your country alone, it spread, it travels around the world. See, travel to all these countries. The question is, how did COVID-19 leave China? How did the virus leave China? I know you asked it that question. Oh, how did the virus leave China? Well, you and I travel. Even if you have not left your country, right? you travel to school, you travel to work, your parents travel to work, um, you travel to the shops, to the stores, and to a friend's house, other places, you travel. So the virus actually stick on to somebody, in somebody's system, and that person carries it. So the virus carries it. The person carries the virus, right? It's like you throw something in the water, and the water carries, running water carries that thing that you throw in the water, right? So that's what happened. So people carry the virus because people travel, right? We all travel. People travel from China to other country, then people get the virus there because the virus is contagious, right? So you can get it and give it to your friend, right? The person beside you can get it and give it to you, right? So what happened is that the virus get into somebody, that person travels, carry the virus to another country and give it to somebody in that country. That person in that country travel to another country and give it to somebody in that other country, right? Just like how you live in a community, you travel from that community to another community, right? And you give somebody a book, and then that person in that community travel to another community and carry that book to that community. Same way it happens, right? So that's the same way it happens. People travel. People take planes, trains, they move around, they travel, they go about all over the world, traveling, 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 guys. So that's what happened. They travel. They move from country to country, and from village to village, and continent to continent. They keep moving. So they also take with them coronavirus. They take with them COVID-19 from one place to the other. Interesting, right? I know. They move it. They move it like how you move that book. That book go to your friend in one community and take it and carry it to another community. And as they went, that book reached far, 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 and all over the place. That's how it goes, right? So it travels, guys, from country to country. So individual people we know, travel from China, from around, right? So the people in China travel from China with the virus to other countries. They leave China, they travel to other countries, carry the virus, and it spreads. Some of the virus escapes from these people into other people, who also travel to other communities and other countries. So with those viruses all around the place, escaping again, going into other people and so on. It is like again and 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 again. They escape, going into other people as people travel from one country to another, one community to another, and one family to another family. So it spreads, it just spread, and it just keep going. It just keep going and smiling, right? All over and over. You see, he travels. So he will say, I escape in all the world, I escape, and I'm all over the world. Your community, your school, your church, and everywhere. Ha 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 ha. Really bad virus. But can we stop him though? Can we stop COVID-19? Can we stop the virus from moving? Can we stop the disease from spreading? Yes, we can. You and I, you have a part to play, mommy have a part to play, daddy have a part to play, sister have a part to play, teacher, friend, everybody have a part to play. Many people are still trying to stop it. From the day it started, many people tried to stop it. Governments tried, your prime minister tried, yeah, your teacher tried, your pastor tried, doctors tried, parents tried, everybody tried, almost everyone tries. to stop COVID-19 from spreading. But some people had not tried hard enough. So we have to try hard enough, very, very hard to stop it from spreading all around the world, in your family, in your community, and from killing people and from making people sick, cough, fever. We have to stop it, and you and I have a part to play. What the government does, what your prime minister in your country doing. Hey, think about it. Yeah. The prime minister, the government said, hey guys, stay home. Stay home. We call it lockdown. You don't like it. I don't like it. Many people don't like it. And we have to stay home. Cannot go out. Cannot play with friends. You know, you cannot go to the shop freely, to the store, right? You're just not free. You just stay home, watch TV every day, read every day, talk to your friend on the telephone, but not seeing your friend, face to face. But maybe you can WhatsApp, video call, but not face to face. That's not nice, right? We're not used to that. Not only you, but we as adults, we're not used to that either. So it becomes stressful, right? Very stressful. I know. Yeah, I know. It's stressful for us too, not only you. It's really tough. But we have to do it. So the government said, stay home, right? And some government use like soldiers not to beat up on us, but to help us to stay home. Hey, stay home, guys. We're having a crisis. We're having a pandemic. We're having disease that would make a lot of people sick. So if you stay home, it will not spread much. So it means then that if people stop travel, remember we talk about persons traveling from one country to another, one community to another. If we stop them from doing that, then guess what happened? Guess what happened? Yeah, that bad COVID-19, that bad coronavirus won't able to move, won't able to move. So with this happy face that he has, right, it will become so sad for him, and he will be very sad. So we need to make him sad. We need not to move. So the government said, don't move, stay home. Yeah, it hurts, but we have to stay home. The government also talked to us about how to keep COVID-19 out of our homes. Yeah? Yeah, you see, mommy, our daddy doing some extra thing around the house, our big sister doing some extra thing, cleaning some spaces, right? Cleaning the doorknob, cleaning your computer keyboard, and so on, more than they used to do. Yeah, yeah, that's one of the reasons. They have hand sanitizers and so on, right? Hand sanitizers, things that will help us to keep our hands and clean, right? So they do that so that we can keep ourselves clean. So we have to do this so very often, right? So as to keep our environment clean. And you see people start to take temperature, right? Using temperature gauge to take temperature, right? These things, yeah, but, these things start to come in handy because they now want to ensure that we don't get sick. We get it out of our houses and we get it out of our country. So the government said that. The government also said, right, ensure you don't carry it to another country, right? Or take it to your country when you're traveling from other country, take it to your country. So they say, hey, test, do that test, find out if you have it, and if you have it, stay alone, stay outside of other person's life for a while, just to ensure that you get better, so that you won't spread it. So sometimes you cannot see grandma or grandpa because grandma and grandpa, because of their age, they easily get the disease. So they're saying, hey, stay away from them because it's easy for them to catch it, easy for them for the virus to suck onto them and get them sick. Yeah, and we don't want that, right? So they said, hey, you cannot come closer to grandma or grandpa now. Talk to them on the phone or video call, right? Or a screen separates them from you because we don't want them to get sick. They get sick easily because of their age. right? And the fact that they might have some other disease, right? And then when the COVID-19 disease, they get the COVID-19 disease, it aggravates the thing. It makes them sicker and very, very more sick than ever. So it's good sometimes not to go around them at this time. But they still love you, yeah, and you still love them. It's because you want them to be okay, right? So we can stop COVID-19 from moving too fast, right? By doing those things that the government asks us to do, but by wearing our mask, wearing our mask. So, guys, you have to wear your mask. You have to wear your mask. You have to sanitize. You have to wear your mask. Come on, wear your mask. Yeah, it might be a bit of a cluster for you, but why not wear it? Yeah, wear it. No problem. Wear it. Wear it. It's good. Yeah, you can breathe through it, right? That's cool, right? So you can breathe through it. So wear your mask. Wear your mask. Good wear. Wear your mask. So wear your mask. It's good because and wearing your mask keep you from getting the virus into your nostrils, into your mouth, right? So you're covered. And I will tell you this: don't put your dirty hands in your mouth and in your eyes. So keep your fingers to yourself. Make sure your fingers clean and just keep them away from your eyes and your mouth and yeah, keep those fingers away from your eyes, guys, and your mouth and your nose, and keep them clean at all time. Okay? Yeah. So you need to do that, right? The mask, I didn't tell you this, but it's like a part of your clothes. You can get different color masks, right? You can ensure that you get different color masks. Ask mommy to buy your favorite color. What is your favorite color? You say red, you say blue, pink for you, orange, brown, cool. So ask mommy to buy you your favorite color mask so that you can wear, right? So that you will be able to keep the virus out of your nostril and your mouth. And when you speak, you don't speak um, into people's face and so on, right? So ask mommy to buy that for you so that you can wear your mask. Always stay far from others. Yeah, social distance. We talk about staying far from grandpa and grandma because they're more likely to get very, 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 very sick. Yeah, but stay away from far from your friends. That is why you stay away far from your friends. Get distant. 6 feet, just a distance like so. I mean, yeah. Stay a distance from your friends because their friends might talk and don't have on a mask, and then they saliva. You might not see it, but it's actually um, in the air, and it might get into your nostril and so on. So that's it. Just stay a bit, stay a little bit apart from them. You can talk to them, but not close up. So don't hug it, hug it, hug it. This is not the time to do that. I know sometimes we love to hug. It shows a sense of longing to see your expression of joy and expression of care. But don't do that at this time, right? We are in a crisis. It's the pandemic, so stay away from doing that right now, right? Because this guy, he loves it. We don't want him to, right? He loves when we get sick. He wants us to get sick, so we don't want him to feel good. So stay a bit 6 feet away from your friends and other people. Yeah, you're gonna stay close to mommy and daddy and the people in your household. Yeah, because they are taking care, they're wearing their masks sometimes, they're ensuring that they wash their hands and so on. But you cannot avoid staying close to them. But other people on the outside, fine. And that's okay. Stay from them a bit. Right? Don't huggy and so on. So that is something that you need to do. Okay, and that's okay. We'll get through this soon. Cannot overemphasize this. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Make it a song. Why not? Wash your hands. Wash your hands. I wash your hands. I wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hands, kids. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Cannot overemphasize that because you want to ensure that your hands are clean so that the virus that is on it is removed. Wash with soap and water, right? So that's important. You see, washing with soap and water, right? And there's a way that we have learned to wash our hands. So we remember between the fingers, and we wash the thumbs, and we ensure that all the fingertips are properly washed. And yeah, so it's not like this and done. It's so you first of all you wash like this, right? And then you thumbs, that all the fingers, right? All the fingers, right? Inside and up top here. So you ensure that everywhere is washed on your hands. That is critical, right? So wash your hands, guys. As I said, we cannot get through with that. These hands, wash them. You see, those germs that may be on them, continue to wash them clean. See, with soap and water, right? So you wash them properly every day. Wash them every time you get the chance to do that, right? It's important that you wash them every time you get the chance to wash your hands. You wash them every time. Yeah, we know we have the hand sanitizer. Every time you get the chance to use it, you use it as well. So to keep these hands clean, same way you're gonna use hand sanitizer, right? Same way, right? Same way. So you don't let any part of your hands unsanitized, right? So guys, kids, do that. Do that, guys. Important. Canute Exploration want you to be around, want you to not be sick. That's when this virus over. And we want to get back with our friends and family that are not living inside the house, right? Members that are not living inside the house with us. We want to go see uncle again, grandma, grandpa who lives in another community. We're still traveling now, but we want to do that more extensively, right? So we want to go back outside and play. You want to do that, yeah? A lot of us want to, because adults play as well, games, dominoes with friends and so on. We want to be able to do that again. So it's we have to take care of this so that we can do that again. So wash your hands every time. If it means to wash your hands 5-10 times for the day, do that because it helps. So distancing, wash your hands. Guys, kids, listen to the television and radio when people are talking about COVID-19. See, like how you're listening to me now? Good. I love it. I love that. You're listening to me. But also listen to the television and the radio when they're talking about COVID. Right? But sometimes you take a break though, right? But from time to time, listen to them, right? If you are stressed out about it, tell mommy you don't want to hear it, or tell daddy you don't want to hear it. I will get stressed out about it sometimes, obviously, but take some time and hear so that you can be informed, right? You can know. Anything you don't understand, ask mommy, ask daddy, ask your big sister, your big brother, somebody around. Ask your teacher, because you're still having online class. I know that can be a problem, but yeah, it's part of the thing that we're facing now. That's another thing, but love it. You have to go to school, and this is the best way to go to school at this time. So, next thing, tell someone if you are not feeling well. If you feel like you have the flu or a cold, tell someone about it. Tell mommy about it. Tell daddy about it. If you feel like the flu is coming on or the cold, yeah, tell mommy so that they can perhaps take you to see the doctor, the nurse. Yeah, it's good for you. It will keep you not sick. So tell mommy about it. Tell daddy about it if you feel like you're not doing well. Important to tell someone big. Take a test. They will give you a test. No, no, not with books, not pen and paper and books and all of that. Not these things. Not paper and pen and so on. Not these things. No. They will give you a test, right? They will give you a test so that you can know if you are having the virus or something. So that's the type of test that you will get, right? So it's not a bookie test. So tell somebody about it, get that test done, and see how best we can ensure that you are not sick, right? So it's important, as I said, wash your hands and keep safe at all times. Also, please take it serious. Take COVID-19, the pandemic situation, very, 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 very serious. Please take it serious. Please take it serious. Yes, enjoy yourself too. Please enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Never leave your mask and always wash your hands. Never leave your mask, never leave them, and always wash your hands. Always wash your hands. Always wash your hands. Keep your fingers away from from your eyes, nose, mouth, from your face. Keep those fingers away. And I want you to take a shower. Take that shower. Take that shower. Right? Take that shower, guys. Take that shower. Wash your hands. Fight the virus with soap and water. Fight the virus with soap and water. So that is important. Fight the virus with soap and water. Wait. Remember, can't overemphasize it. Take that shower. Cold shower. Take that shower, guys. Take that shower. And we'll be okay. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. You will be okay. So remember all of that and be safe so that we can have your own. We can go back to talking to our friends, playing with our friends, and we can go back to school, out into the classroom. We can go back into the classroom again. So if you want that to happen and want that to happen quickly, do what you need to do to keep the virus from spreading. Hey, enjoy this month. This is your month, child month, May 2021. It's nice talking to you, kids. And stay safe. Remember, wash your hands many times as possible. Wear your mask. Yeah. Ask for your favorite color in terms of your mask. And keep your distance. And tell mommy if you're sick. And we love you. Stay safe. Goodbye.